What's up, guys? How's it going? Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Let's do some work. I decided to go live because why not? Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. Excuse me. How you guys doing? Hey, Dennis, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Happy Friday. Is it still Friday? It's Saturday. Happy Friday / Saturday. The Canadian has got his Canada Dry. Nice and cold. Yeah, elbow cough. I tend to cough when I drink too much cold stuff right away, like very quickly. What's up, Wendy? How's it going? Hope you're having a lovely evening. What are you guys up to? Hola, chatters. Listing BS. Nice. I got a bunch of new stuff today that I'll probably be listing later. I found a nice listing on Litgo for a bunch of fishing line. So I'm going to take a look at fishing stuff because I love fishing and I don't see why fishing can't be a good thing to sell on eBay. So I'm looking at that to see if I can grow that part of the business, whether it be rods or whatever. What's up, Andy? Good to see you, man. Yo, Andy, you were hilarious last night, man. I was laughing so hard that when you went on that guy's Twitch video and you said Krillin said hi, that was genius. That was genius, Andy, I'm telling you. What's up, Sam? Good to see you guys. Hope you're doing good, man. I know, Sam. You never sleep. Just kidding. Probably do. Probably get more sleep than I do. Home goods is becoming my favorite thing to sell on eBay right now. Yeah, I love selling home goods. Speaking of home goods, I got something in the mail today. I've been waiting on this one for like 2 months. I hope it's in good condition. If not, I'm going to be pissed. I'm opening this for the first time. Wow, they didn't cover it up with anything. As you know, I have several Funko Pops in my collection, and I've added a new one to the collection. Mind you, this was like 2 months ago, so check it out. Guy Fieri Funko Pop. So badass. He's holding a burger. Says, "Welcome to Flavortown." So cool. I don't know about you, but like I'm a big fan of Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives. I could watch that show any day. Like I can watch that for hours. Seriously, it's one of the best shows. Although it makes me hungry, it is still an awesome show to watch. Yeah, I was because as soon as I saw it or I heard about they were coming out with one, I was like, "That's a good one to have." I'm more of a like sports and like ad icon or celebrity type of collector. I have two Funko Pops. They are both adipose. Hello, bro, from Edmonton, Alberta. Hey, how's it going, Jose? Nice to meet you, man. I have lots of compadres up in Alberta. When I moved down south, I followed Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives map and ate my way to my destination. Yo, I don't blame you. I honestly want to do every place I visit. I want to find out if Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives went there so I can visit those places. Like legit, I'll go to each one. I wanted to get the Rat Fink release today, but forgot. Oh, I heard of that one. Yes. Yeah, that was a nice one. I saw it in the because I get the emails of the new like the coming soon Funkos that come. Like I'm not being really adamant on buying a lot of them right now, obviously because of what's going on. But this happened to be one I got a couple months ago, so this is way before the whole like epidemic thing. So I had no choice but to get that one, and I'm fine with it because I like it. Check out Merit Canteen. That was on the show. That was my spot in college. All right, I'll check it out. Chris, what's up? What's up, sir? Good to see you. All the Rat Fink stuff goes crazy. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely collectors for anything Rat Fink, for sure. Dave, what's going on, sir? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, my man. If you're just joining, I just opened up my new package that I got today of a new Funko Pop I just got. Boom. It's a cool one. I'm always on the lookout for SNL or music pops. Okay, I actually have an SNL one. The one that I have is the more cowbell guy. I don't know if he's still here. Ah, here he is. Found him. There. More cowbell. If you know SNL, this is one of the best skits ever. Let's see here. That's cool. It is, seriously. I love the way it looks. He's got the fire shirt and he's got the burger. Yo, this is a good one. This is a well detailed Funko. I like it. How are you on doing on selling DVD and Blu-rays? I bought a lot and is not moving. I mean, it really depends what you're selling. They don't always move. Like for me, if it's something that I know it's not really popular, like maybe it only goes for like $2-3. Sometimes a lot of the ones that I actually like post, I lot them up in like multiple lots. Like so I'll put them in lots of, I don't know, 5 or 10 DVDs or something, and I'll put them for maybe $9.99, $12.99. Just because I know they're not that popular. If it's one that goes with, say, like a part 1, part 2, or part 3, I'll put those together. If they're box sets, sometimes I'll put box sets together if they're not that popular. But yeah, they're not the fastest like movers, but also depends on what you have too. Like all the mainstream movies aren't like they're abundant, so I'm very choosy with what I pick up. Like for me, when I got that haul of DVDs and stuff, it was mainly box sets that I got in that haul. So that's the real reason why I picked it up, and most of them are brand new too. What's up, y'all? Massive vintage baseball basketball card haul tonight. Did you get the card haul? Because I didn't get any card haul, unfortunately. I got hella pops myself. Nice. What do you collect, Dave? Speaking of Dave, he will be on my channel this Tuesday, guys. We're going to be having an interview, so stay tuned for that. More cowbell was awesome. Christopher Walken's apparently hated that skit. Really? He hated it? That was the best skit. Seriously. He's like, I got a fever. The only prescription is more cowbell. I have LeBron. I'm trying to sell stupid RA purchase. I have LeBron as well. I have the white jersey though. White jersey LeBron. I like getting some basketball players. What's the strangest thing you sold so far? I just sold some human hair I found in the ew. Human hair, really? Wow. That's crazy. Strangest thing. I'm not sure. What was the strangest thing I've ever sold? I don't know. I'm really into selling like expired skincare products. I don't know if that's weird or not, but not really. I don't really pick up as many weird things. Yeah, I got a yellow jersey. Oh, nice. Can you explain .ca versus .com? Don't .com users have access to .ca market? That's correct. They do. They do have access. Like if you're in .com, you can still see people in Canada. But I find that there are certain times where people in the .com or people in the US would prefer to purchase something from someone with a US address. If you actually take a look at the person with the US address, the time to ship the item is actually going to be shorter than the one from Canada. So they'll look at the one from the US first compared to the one over Canada. That's why there are some advantages over that. And also, it's in US money as well. So that when you sell it, you can get it converted to Canadian and it's always going to be a bit more. But yeah, that's the reason why I put some of them in my .com store. And I just find that there are certain items that sell a lot better on .com compared to .ca. Have you ever dealt with loose Lego lots on eBay before? I haven't. A lot of the time I purchase Legos, it's always new in box the majority of the time. The only time I don't that it's not brand new in the box is it's still complete. Like the actual bags were still like sealed still, but the box was open. So it was basically new open box, but I haven't really dealt with loose Lego or anything. I know Sam Dapper Tiger has, but I just don't want to have the hassle of counting the pieces and stuff. Yeah, no problem, Jose. Anytime. If you have any other questions, let me know. Add icons. Nice. I have a Colonel Sanders one. That's another one that I have. I think that's the other add icon that I have right now. Tommy, what's up? What's up, Tommy? And sports and just some of the ones that look cool. Yeah, I do a lot of sports and I have Pokemon as well. And then a lot of the time I find stuff from like the thrift stores. I like collecting Funkos that I find at thrift stores. I closed my laptop, but I came back for you, Chris. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. You're a good man. Oh my gosh. I don't know about you, Tim, but that chin wag earlier today was amazing. It was epic. We absolutely hijacked that text to speech thing from See Here's thing. That was awesome. Has the roundtable come up with a new date and time yet? We have not yet, unfortunately. We're still trying to figure out when the right time is. Just because I know Cliff got a new job, so we're still trying to figure out what's the best day for us. We'll let you guys know, though, as soon as we do. What's up, Flipping Goodies? How's it going? A taxidermy blowfish. Wow. That must be like how I'm curious to know how you packed that up. Like, did you bubble wrap that? Because like I would think the spikes in the blowfish would pop all the bubbles. Tim can't stay away. Tim always heading to bed early. I know, right? Dreadlocks. What's going on, Fundamentals of Side Hustling? How's it going, my man? Thanks for stopping by. Tracy. Why cow semen? I sold Adam Liberto's fingernail and a UPS pen. He left in my car after I gave it. No way, that's crazy. Ew, a fingernail though? Like how do they like do they ask for like a COA on that? I'm curious. Hey, Fundamentals. How much I have dreads? Oh, okay. I was about to throw it in the trash, but looked it up and saw it goes for big bucks. Damn. I like to get up early and dominate breakfast cereal. No spoon, kill it. Wow. No spoon? Really? I don't know. I gotta have my spoon because I gotta properly mix my cereal to make sure milk is properly distributed to each and every piece of cereal. I don't like eating dry cereal. It's got to have milk on it. That's just me, but I got to have the spoon to help me do that. We just sold some locks last month. It went fast. Wow. I think you have to stick a whole arm out. Okay, I was asking that. Done it twice. Wow. EMSL. Tesla got excited to chop the dreads. I got a dash cam. Nice. I need to get one of those too. Chris says 5x as much alone as all three combined. Slurp is better with spoon. Exactly. Yeah, I don't want to guzzle or shovel the cereal into my face. I just can't. It's not. I don't want to give my kid a reason to put me in nursing home coming out of the gate. I sold a rare truck model new in box overseas and now it's lost in the mail. Oh no, that sucks. Been in Miami for 3 weeks now. It's not the $150 refund that bothers me. Just can't find that stuff anymore. That sucks, man. I don't know. I don't know why it's lost in the mail, man. That's crazy. I hope they find it, man. 3 type of cereal eaters: dry, 3 feet, put your toes in, or straight dive in deep and drown. Which are you? I'm probably. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm probably 3 foot. Put your toes in. International sales have been taking super. They have that thing I picked up that I bought from Anthony Pittsburgh, the mosaic cards. I still haven't gotten them yet, and it's been what, like 2-3 weeks now. It's crazy, and I know he's shipped it in like the next day too, and they don't update the tracking until it gets into its desk. I know, right? That's crazy. Generally, if you put a tracer on it, it will start moving again. Really? Didn't know. I have a couple packages that haven't updated in 3 days. Yeah, so have I. Well, I have 2 that haven't been updated yet. Hey, Greg, how's it going? Yeah, it's been like that, Dave. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know when it's gonna start getting better, but hopefully soon. I know, but I sell a lot of overseas, and that just doesn't seem right. USPS is looking into it. Okay. Yeah, it does. Definitely doesn't seem right. That's like super crazy for them to lose that. I had some clothes going to France. It took a month and it didn't update from New York. Oh, funny thing is, I sent a package to Australia back in beginning of March, and they just got it 2 days ago. Like legit 2 days ago. That's crazy. I know Australia has been having delays, but man, that's a big delay. Watching your managed payment streamer from earlier. Same thing with New Zealand orders. Oh, really? Okay. I don't know. I haven't been shipping much like outside of the US. It's been mostly within US and Canada. Media is showing up around Christmas. New York is run by window lockers. Really? Always makes me hungry. Right now, they're trying to save money. They have excuses. UPS does it as well. Put a tracer on stuff immediately, and they'll have to explain. Interesting. Might have to do that. I got some dope ass lighters to open up tomorrow. Really? I want to see that. I look forward to seeing that. If you check it, if you go live or something, or put a video out. My packages always take forever in New York. Super rare Ronson advertising lighters. Ooh, that sounds really cool. Greg, hi. Are you still using Chit Chats? Very much still using Chit Chats. I've been using a bunch of Canada Post as well because I'm trying to see how their new discounts are with small businesses. And a lot of the products that I've been selling to, you can't use Chit Chats for it because they don't. That's one of their items that they're not allowed to send over. So skincare products have been selling for me, and I can't use Chit Chats to send that off. So it's a bit of a premium just to send it off to the US rather than paying like $10 to send it off. It's gonna cost probably about $18 to send it to the US right now. It sucks, but it's not the worst. Window liquors, I think he meant. Okay. Have you switched to managed payments? I have not yet. No. I know they're gonna eventually do it, but no, I haven't. I'm just riding the PayPal train as long as I can. I did. English is my second language. Yeah, I heard July too. I don't know if that's gonna go for us too in Canada, or if it's just US or not. I'm not too sure. Yo, Byron, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well, my friend. What are you up to? Hey, how's it going? Just found one live yard sale in our area. It might be a madhouse sale. Ooh, sounds interesting. Maybe I don't know. Go there early, I guess. Maybe to before the herd appears. That's very tempting, though, especially in your area. Ah, you're listing. Okay, cool. What's up, Brad? Man, good to see you. Do you rap at Canada Post or at home? Everything I do is at home. The only time, when I do go to a Canada Post, all I do is just drop off my packages. They're already labeled and already like taped up and everything. Because I don't want to go through the hassle of staying there and trying to do anything over there because of what's going on right now. So it's mainly just going there just to drop off the packages. I'm going to 2 private estate sales tomorrow. We'll take some vid. Nice. Hopefully you find some really nice stuff over there. Hey, where are you at, Chris? I'm at home in Toronto. They got a studio at the post office. No, but they have. There are certain, maybe some areas or some locations that have their own stations to allow you to wrap or tape stuff up. No studio though. Cool. Are the business opening in Toronto? Uh, I know Home and Garden just opened up. I know this week they're gonna start opening more stores, but it'll be like curbside pickup. But I just know they didn't. I didn't read exactly what stores specifically. I just know they're opening more up, but it would be curbside. Oh, rap! I thought you was dropping 16s off with your packages. Nah, man, nah. Here, Canada, they have postponed opening business till 28th of May. Really? Yeah, no. Next week they're gonna start opening more things in Ontario, at least. And yeah. Oh no, I know what you meant, man. Did you have snow today? It's actually snowing right now. It just started snowing. It was cold as heck though today, but it actually just started snowing literally a couple of hours ago. It's CSQ underscore digital underscore media. How's the weather like in wherever you guys are at right now? Because it's cold as heck right now. Seriously, f that noise. I'm glad we're done with snow. Lucky you, man. It's May and we're getting freaking snow right now. Unbelievable. Gale force wind warning. Really? That's brutal. All right, really 92. Okay. That's a little warm. Okay, sorry, that's a little hot. Man, I can go for that weather though right now. In the day 15 degrees, in the night 3 degrees. Wow. It must be like -0 right now if it's snowing or something, or like not -0, sorry, like -1 or something. How cold is it right now? Yeah, -2 right now. Oh, what's this? Okay. Yeah, Northeast got a polar vortex. Damn. It's crazy. Hey, Dapper, how are you, mate? 20 degrees in Edmonton? Really? That's super warm. Oh my goodness. I'm over here looking at the glazed donut. I can go for a donut. Central VA 30, slightly worried about my garden plant Saturday night. I will cover up. Yeah, that's true. It just got warmer last week, and then all of a sudden, it just got crazy cold. 37 right now, high 60 today. That's not bad. But yeah, 37 is pretty cold. Very similar to DC. Yo, Sinisto, what's up, sir? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well too. Long time no talk. 85. Lucky you, Tracy. That's like t-shirt weather. I was almost a meteorologist. No way, really? Like for real? I couldn't imagine you doing the. Well, looks like we're gonna have some warm fronts up in the upper echelon of the region of this area here. I don't know, man. That'd be cool to see you do that, man. Seriously. You got polar vortex in Illinois last year. Yeah, -20. That's crazy. Sinister. Tim drops bars about the weather. That'd be sick to see. 95 today. Damn. Where you at, Andy? That's too warm, man. That's too warm. All day. All right, folks. The wife over here is staring at me like I coughed. All right, man. Take care. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, been a while. Just bought a farm, so been out moving houses and riding them. Nice, man. Farm. I could probably go for like living in a rural area. I wouldn't mind it. I'm more of a suburbs and like rural type of guy. The hood weather. Take care, brother. Night all estate sales tomorrow. Time to buy a room full of junk. All right, man. Take care. Am I full time? I am not full time. I'm still looking for work right now. But I mean, I've been doing a lot of full time hours currently, and then I'm doing a bit of side stuff too. Yeah, SoCal has been brutal. Come on, not too brutal. It's practically summer over there. 2 hours outside the city, great, can shoot as many kangaroos as I like. Wow. I didn't realize how abundant kangaroos are over there. I guess it's like our raccoons. They can get pretty annoying. Have you ever eaten kangaroo? I've had I've had kangaroo jerky before. This is a little strong because I'm pretty sure it's all lean muscle, right? So it's not really my cup of tea. I don't know if you guys are into the different game meats. It's like our deer. Oh, okay. So good. I love it. Maybe just the way I had it then. Because like I've only had it as in jerky form. So maybe if you have it a certain way, it'll be a lot better. Dude, I'll eat anything. What are you gonna have you had I haven't had much weird stuff or like exotic animals lately. I've had frog, which is like chicken. I've had gator. Wasn't bad. I've had bison. Bison was pretty good. I've had bison burgers. It's got a good taste to it. Do you eat bullet? No, that stuff is disgusting. I know a lot. I know it's like a Filipino delicacy, but that is not my cup of tea. Ugh. Duck fetus. Really, Andy? You like it? Oh, no, man. Like they put it on Fear Factor. Like that's how bad they thought it was. Like if you put a Filipino in Fear Factor and they got that thing, oh, you got to eat bullet. They'll like eat all your bullet. But yeah, no, it's not my cup of tea. I've tried it before. I don't really like it. Elk burger. I heard elk is good actually. Yeah. Scorpion, really? You've had scorpion? Oh god. Bullet isn't bad. Are you serious? No, man, that's not. I can't believe how many people like it over here in this chat. That's crazy. I don't know. It's just not for me, man. I don't like the taste of it. I'm super picky though. I'm really picky with what I eat. It's okay. Yeah, that's like a junk food. Yeah, for sure. Krillin, what's up, sir? Good to see you, man. Hi, guys. It's Krillin on the YouTube. Scorpions gross me out more than anything else in this world, really. I hate Tinacoa. Yo, that stuff is gross. It grosses me out. You know what pisses me off though? When I see like chocolate ice cream buckets in my freezer, and then when I want to eat chocolate ice cream, I open it up and it's Tinacoa. Like that pisses me off. Uh oh, Krillin in the house. We're talking about eating fetus. It's true though. We actually are. It's a duck fetus. Yeah, my mom bought that shit in the Toronto Chinese medicine shop. I don't. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm sure they have it. As soon as this virus is clear, I'll be in Cebu then for a few weeks. Nice, man. I love Cebu, man. Cebu's so nice. I have family there. Like my wife's side, her mom's side lives in that area. Only game I like is Antelope. Hmm. My wife loves Tinacoa. Oh my god. No, I can't. I can't mess with that stuff. I'm a Scorpio. After living in Thailand for many years, I'll eat anything now. Yeah, that's true. They have a lot of everything exotic. I'd say it's crazy how this full time reselling journey. By the time it's for me, it's becoming a side hustle. Like going full time had me trying out a lot. Yeah, me too, man. I'm trying out. Like I got a bunch of fishing stuff. I really want to try seeing how that's gonna do. I got a good deal on it because like I don't know. It was some guy that wanted to. I don't know. He had like 3 years worth of line to that he had, and he just never ended up going fishing anymore because of his kids. So he ended up selling it. So I got a decent price on all of them. It's probably at least I don't know 200, $300 worth of fishing line, and I got it for $75. I didn't want to hassle with him because I he also put in a like a laptop stand that he was selling. So I was like, okay, I'll pay you the full price if you can throw in that laptop stand because I actually needed one. So it worked out. What the fuck? She gave me Dinagoan and told me it was chocolate beef. Oh, that's savage. Oh, why would you do that? It's so mean. Not only reselling. Okay. Honestly, I honestly don't mind having this as a side hustle for me. It's like it's the best side hustle I've ever had. I love it as a side hustle for me. So many times when I used to be drunk, I would eat things that weren't what I thought they were because they were in random food containers. Yeah, that's how it is over here. My mom does that. You see a Cool Whip container? Nope. It's not. That's not Cool Whip. Only game I like is solitaire. We're talking about like animals that you eat, like game meats. That's how they get you to try it. I know, right? Fishing poles must be hard to ship. Probably. I mean, there's a as soon as one of those rings in the rods break, that's it. You're screwed. But I haven't been getting any rods. It's just mainly fishing line that I bought, and it's good quality one too. It's not like a cheap one. That's what you said. Some BS. I fuck with Filipino spaghetti. Yes, me too. I don't know, Sam. Have you ever been to Jollibee, man? That place is amazing. They opened up one literally 10 minutes away from me. It's been great. They do curbside pickup. My son is a Scorpio, Dave. That's different. They break down grilling. Yeah, they have two-piece rods, but I mean, obviously, it can still have a chance of breaking still, even if it's a two-piece. Yeah, hopefully they do well. Like, there's a lot too. It's like I don't know, 30 or 40 different line, all brand new. Yeah, everything can be flipped. Only you only need to find what I love. Yeah, and you know what? I love fishing too. Like that's one thing I love doing. If I'm not doing this or being at home or working, I love fishing. So I might as well find stuff and sell stuff that I enjoy. That's never a Cool Whip in a Cool Whip container. That's true. Cool Whip containers is an Asian fridge. Is a trap. It's true. It is true. What's the difference between a pole and a rod? I'm assuming a pole is just like literally a pole where the rod actually has like the grip, the rings on them, where a pole is just one solid thing. I saw the grand opening for that. My cousin is near you. Oh, no way. Yeah, probably the first 4 months, 3 to 4 months that it was open, it was ridiculous. The wait line was 2 hours to 3 hours. That's how much Filipino love their freaking fried chicken. I just couldn't believe how bad the lineups were. Now it's nothing because there's more locations now. Because probably within the last year and a half, they've opened up 2 more locations. So I'm good. I don't have to worry about huge lineups anymore. But man, their chicken is decent, and I like their spaghetti too. It's like a sweeter spaghetti. It's not like your regular Italian Parmesan cheese stuff. And I always got the spicy fried chicken. That stuff is the bomb. What's up, Calvin? Had to get some listings up quick. Nice, man. Nice. Like a pool stick? I mean, kinda. It's like that's what it basically is in a way. It's like a pool stick, but it's just it's the same diameter. I've been flipping video games and consoles last year on Amazon from Kijiji and Facebook to Amazon. I don't really like this, so I stop it. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? It's gotten very saturated with sellers, like actual resellers trying to resell the games now, as opposed to like getting a good deal. Like I've been noticing that too. Like when you go to Facebook Marketplace or Let Go of Garage Sale, it's sellers that are selling these games, so you're paying a ton of money off of them. But I can see that. I enjoy selling games still. They're still selling fairly quickly for me, and I've been lucky and fortunate to find good deals. But it's been taking me like it takes time though for me to find those deals though. Like again, for every like 15 ads of games, I'll find one that's actually trying to sell it for a decent price. We late night with it. Yeah, we are. Hamptons and Coney Island is the difference between the rod and the pole. But retro video games cost our money though. Yeah, they are. Like, man, Super Nintendo, like anything cartridge, I enjoy selling. Mayonnaise color bends. I push Miracle Whips. Calvin with the bars. I miss Jollibee fried chicken. Yeah, I had some. When was the last time I had it? Last week. I had one last week. One second, there's a bug. Got him. Got that bug. I miss Jollibee fried chicken. I never made it to Jollibee. Oh man, Sam, you're missing out, man. They got some good stuff. They have a burger with pineapple in it. So if you're a fan of pineapple in your burger, it's called the Hawaiian Yum Burger or something like that. But yeah, they're known for their fried chicken though mainly. But there's an old lady in the laneway in Patong Beach that does epic fried chicken. Sounds good. Look, you chicken, bro. Back in the days, you have to sign a waiver for some of the wings. Really? No, I know some places you got to sign a waiver for like their spiciest chicken wings. I haven't messed with any of those because I have the worst tolerance for spicy food. For real. At True Bro, in Montreal, people know the real value of the vintage retro video games. That's good, man. Because like, no, but over here, man, it's literally like it's ridiculous prices. Bars. Eat it now. Tim, have ever go cane pole fishing? I like fried egg on my burger. You know who doesn't like fried eggs or eggs in general? Guy Fieri. He hates eggs on his stuff. Anything eggs, he will not eat it. I don't know why. A Polynesian meal strip club. Wow, that's so specific. The bug was supposed to eat the bug after you killed it. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. It is hard to find a good deal. Wait for it. There it is. Were you referring to Guy Fieri? If you haven't, guys, smash that like button. Okay, squad, I'm hanging it up. I gotta get up early and eat cereal without a spoon. Oh man, you kill me, Tim. All right, Tim, have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by. The Hawaii, yeah, I know. I know that's what you meant. All right, Dave, take it easy, man. Have a good night. Appreciate you stopping by. Yo, Krillin, what are you up to, man? What are you up to? All right, you too, Jose. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. If you have any other questions, like, don't hesitate to comment or anything on any of my videos. Be glad to help you out. Uncle B? What? What? What's going on, man? It's getting later, Tracy. It's getting later. It's already 1:26 over here. How you doing, Jimmy? Krillin, are you here? 1:26 p.m. over there. Okay, so it's already in the afternoon over there. It is 1:27 a.m. over here. He's probably driving or something. Ready for some Krillin short stories. I don't know where he is though. I don't think he's here right now. He hasn't been responding, so he's probably either busy or he might be talking to his mom. I don't know. Never too late to hang with you guys. What are you up to, Jimmy? What are you up to? Man, I can't do anything, but let me see if I can message him. Just got done setting up my sports talk page. Oh, I heard about that. How's it going with that? Let me see if I can find his picture here. Nate, what's going on? What? Good to see you, man. What are you up to? I already messaged him, Tracy. Jimmy's Sports Talk channel. Nice. If you ever, I guess if you guys are gonna look to talk sports, I mean, they're gonna be returning soon, so it's gonna be exciting. There he is. There's Krillin. Sir, they're calling you, man. They I can hear everyone, even though I'm by myself here. I can hear everyone type Krillin, Krillin, Krillin. Sports, what's that? Here we go. Oh boy, here we go. Let's see here. What's
going
up,
on?
man? What's up? How
Time for a
much,
shave
man? How are you? You got a shave?
and a haircut. Yeah, and what happens is, because I never let my hair, grow like this,
Yeah.
So like even the last time I shaved was like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, and maybe even more. It was probably, I don't know, but I hadn't shaved a long time before then. So anyway, like I didn't realize how hard it is to shave when you have a thicker beard. Like it usually just goes psh, and it all comes off.
Yeah, no, you got to
This,
do like half of it and then get the rest of it after.
yeah, like it was weird. I'm like, psh, I'm going like this, and
Yeah.
then I'm like, the razor's all clogged up, and that's one thing that I don't chintz on. I buy decent razors. Like even the Mach 3. I graduated from that one. I like the Schick Quattro.
Oh yeah.
That one is
Mine
even
had
better.
mine has like 5 blades, I think.
Oh no! Oh, see, now you're a one upper now. Now you got a 5-blade one. Which one is that?
um, gosh, I think it's like Gillette. I'm
They have
not.
a
I'm not.
5-blade.
Yeah, they have a 5
Yeah, because
blade.
the Mach 3 was good. I like the Mach 3, but then
I like that Schick though. I used to always have the Schick Quattro.
yeah, stop that. And then but
What's up,
now there's a
Rick?
five. You said there's a 5 one.
They have. I've seen 5 and I've seen 6.
6.
Yeah, there's a 6.
No,
Yeah,
come on, you
I
gotta
kid you
find it.
not. I kid you not. There
See,
is a 6.
I'm nervous to get my shoulders messed up.
Is that from the other day?
I don't know. I actually a couple days ago I was doing some exercises on my shoulder.
Yeah.
But I hope that's what it is. Because or my arm, and even my forearm was feeling kind of funny. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because they say that because Tommy was talking about it the other day, and I'd read an article that like people like they're getting these like blood clots from the COVID. So it's like, what are you doing? I know they're upset because I don't have enough the Temptations, and I'm so pissed at this eBay seller. I messaged the guy like, when are you gonna ship out the item? Oh yeah, and they giving me the bullshit. I'm like my cat, and now I'm like pissed at one other guy. I ordered something, and I specifically asked the guy. And look, I understand, if you can't, this is a pandemic. If you can't get to the post office, whatever, or something, I understand there's shit going on.
Yeah.
But I asked the guy. I was like, "Can you go to the post office tomorrow? I'll pay tonight." I ordered some. I know it sounds not too fancy, but I ordered the Girl Scout cookies. My mother loves the special Girl Scout cookies. You guys have those in Canada, right?
Yeah, we do. Like, which one do you get? Like the mints, thin mints?
Well, I got like a big box and I got like a mix. Some
Okay.
thin mints. They have a new flavor, s'mores. You've had s'mores, like the campfire snack.
I've had regular s'mores, but not like a cookie one like that.
I don't know how it's even gonna come, but anyway, I just ordered that. I told him to give me a mix because the guy had a bunch, or a girl, or whatever the fuck it is.
Tracy. It's probably repetitive
Repetitive.
language.
Crazy. Anyway, so make the story short, so I was like, oh, you could ship it out tomorrow? Yeah, no problem. And then I look on the tracking. Of course, the guy didn't ship it out. Never shipped it.
Yeah.
So, but then he's like, oh, I'm gonna ship it out tomorrow. And I'm like, I specifically asked you because I wanted to be able to get it. Because you know what happens? There's a lot of cutie pie resellers that are selling they're selling the whatchamacallit, the Girl Scout cookies. And you know what
Yeah.
they're doing?
What?
Drop shipping.
Really? For Girl Scout cookies?
Yeah, exactly. So
Wow.
So what they're doing is, like you put the order in, and then they order it from the company to send it to you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I like one seller. I asked the lady or whatever it was. I says, because she had like a long handling time on there, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And so I asked. I says, is it possible if you could you ship tomorrow if I put an order in right now? I mean, I understand it is because I put 2-day handling, but that's only for like a cushion. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I put
Because the
2-day
item,
handling on my stuff too.
yeah, I mean, look, I know some people are like, oh, you got to put the same day. I mean, if you're not selling necessity kind of items, I mean, if it's like if I'm selling a concert T-shirt, I mean, it's rare. It's like I don't. I can't see somebody like they need a concert T-shirt to move. I mean, once in a blue moon, I'll get somebody that's going to an event. Stop it. And they're going to like, they're going somewhere and they're like, oh, I need this suit by the weekend. And then I'll say, yeah, I'll ship it tomorrow and you'll get it by that time. Caramel. We have the caramel delight. Yeah, I asked them for a mix, so hopefully I'll get whatever it is. So anyway, I make the story short. What was I talking about?
We're talking about the Girl Scout cookies being drop shipped, and then
yeah. So I asked the woman or whoever it was, the seller, and I says, oh, can you ship it out tomorrow? They're like, oh no, it's and that's how they explained it to me. That it's she didn't say drop shipping. She just explained like, oh, it's the company that they, you put the order in and then we have them ship it from there. So I was like, you know what, forget that. Then I found another seller or whatever. And I even messaged them specifically. I says, because I did, how you could search by nearest, you know what I mean? Like you could search nearest seller.
Yeah.
So I found a seller that was like 20 miles away from me. Okay. So I says, do you physically have these cookies? Not like you got,
drop ship. Yeah.
I was like, I didn't even care about whatever their price was. I mean, the prices were pretty much in the same line. Yeah. I says, I'll buy them I'll do a buy it now right now, whatever. Oh, and I hope that guy doesn't play stupid too, because I messaged him. I says, can you make me a mix? Because they had on the box said trefoils. The plain cookies. The ones they're not so great. The plain ones.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I don't like those.
Yeah, but I said to them, I says, can you make it a mix box? Yeah, no problem. So I says, look, I'm gonna hit the buy it now. So I don't want them to say, oh, we made a mistake. I just saw this was all trefoils. First mistake. Asking a reseller question. Oh, no, but Girl Scout cookie people they're not resellers. They're resellers. They're not, who do you think they are?
Technically, they are.
Grifting, reselling, YouTuber, reseller people. No. It's not, What? If you send I can't even read that.
If I send you money, will you send it out? Sure, dumbass, I'll send anything. Send the money.
Yeah, I know. So, but I checked the Quillen McFly, this guy. Freaking fucking bull. So, but technically I can't get upset till tomorrow because I said I needed them by Mother's Day. So hopefully the cookies will come tomorrow. So if they come tomorrow on Saturday, then all this will be for nothing. I'll be fine. Because I did tell him, I says, look, I need it by Mother's Day.
Do they still ship out on the weekend for you guys?
Yeah, we get deliveries on Saturdays.
Oh, it's rare over here. We don't get that many.
Hopefully,
like, unless,
I think so. Yeah.
Like unless it was through like a courier, a lot of the time we don't really get it.
What does this guy think, Tommy? That these Girl Scouts are like side hustling, freaking slinging, What do you think they are? Come on, man.
Oh, it's possible, man.
Oh no, you gotta watch out for those girls, those 12-year-olds. They look so innocent, but they're really, they're vipers.
They're vipers.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for them.
I got 20.
No, they shipped it already, but I gotta see if I get it by tomorrow. They shipped out the day after.
Okay.
I was, whatever it was, I was assuming it was gonna take 2 days, not the next day, but the day after.
Yeah.
So I thought they were gonna ship on Wednesday, and I'd get it by Friday. Because I'm not sure if they would deliver on Saturday. I don't remember if they even bring it on Saturday. So, to make the story short, we'll see. $20. You ain't gonna give them $20 to nobody. This guy squeaks.
You ain't buying Girl Scouts McFly.
I ain't buying Girl Scout cookies or Girl Scouts
from Girl Scouts.
Oh, they're like, huh? Oh, I can't. I can barely say. My eyes. Wait, how does he know? How does he know?
When they take credit card, hell yeah, they are.
He don't know who they are. He doesn't know. It could be young girls. I mean, it's their parents. It's not some guy who just, oh, I found a case of Girl Scout cookies in a storage bin. You know, you know,
But
they're
like
regular.
what? But like they let them, like they're basically giving them the real world experience of reselling, because they're the ones that are going to be in the booth selling their cookies to people.
Yeah, they're supposed to be selling them, at the supermarket or whatever, but obviously now they can't. So I don't know.
Next
What's his
story,
name? Marty. No, it's actually this guy. He thinks he's so smart. It's actually supposed to be George McFly, not Marty McFly. Marty was
Yeah.
the hip one. George was
It was
the one that
Michael J. Fox, right? Marty
Yeah,
was
but
Michael
the
J.
other
Fox.
guy, but the guy when you say hey McFly, like the
Oh
guy
yeah,
who's naive.
yeah. Oh yeah,
That's
Biff was talking about the dad, not
George
Marty.
McFly,
Yeah,
Crispin Glover.
yeah.
Who I thought that guy was a decent actor, but he was only in a few movies. He wasn't in that much. And too bad for Marty McFly because he's got that Parkinson's and everything. I
Yeah.
used to watch that show years ago. He had a TV program,
Spin City.
Family.
Oh.
No, yeah. Oh yeah, that was much later. I'm talking about in the 80s.
Oh yeah. Family Ties.
Yeah, Family Ties. That was a good program. But I don't. Oh, sorry. Kick the cat off the bed. She sits at the end of the bed.
Whoa,
I
easy.
extend my leg. I feel bad. I extend my leg and she falls off. But what was I saying? I don't watch any programs anymore. So
No. Yeah, I don't know if you remember, but last night when that during Tommy and Tracy's show, I still have that window open when I clicked on one of those links. And hold on, I'll share it here. You ready?
so
I still have this open.
Still open. Beetlejuice.
Oh my god!
I think that guy died.
No, Beetlejuice?
Yeah, I think he did die. I'm sure Tommy will know right away.
I don't think he died.
I think he's dead.
What else I got here?
That guy didn't know what day of the week it was. The guy was whacked.
Yeah, I know. Like, are you sure? Let me check.
Beetlejuice.
Did he really die?
Those were funny, man. When he used, when he used to come on. The whack pack.
Oh, okay, yeah, he did. Sorry.
Yeah, he dropped dead, man. I think a lot of them dropped dead.
Oh wait.
On the whack pack.
No, it doesn't say.
I think
born. No, he. Oh no, he's not.
Tommy knows. I'm sure he'll know.
What's up, Jerry? Go smooth with auction stuff. I got all my stuff out. Crazy pack day. No, he didn't die. Yeah, it doesn't show that he died. No.
Oh, I could have swore that he died. Or if he doesn't come on the show anymore. But like Tommy was saying, like he's more serious now that he doesn't do the bullshit anymore. But whatever.
Yeah, like he posted something when Kobe died. Like he posted something like he wore his jersey. So that was like what? Yeah, that was like 3 months ago.
Yeah, no, I thought this was a while ago. Thought he dropped dead. I don't know. How were those cannolis?
Oh my gosh, they were so good. Yeah, they were really good. I had the lobster tails.
Yeah, they look
Those
really good too.
those were amazing. Like they put so much cream in that, but
Yeah.
like it was good quality. Like you could taste the quality of
No, I
it.
could tell it looked fresh. I could tell. I could look at the picture. I could tell those lobster tails look fresh.
Yeah. But that's a
Yeah, man.
popular bakery in my area. Like it's so busy every single day.
Really?
It's like a Carlos bakery,
Yeah.
like a Cake Boss or something. That's how good
Yeah.
it is over there.
They opened a Carlos Bakery not too far from me in Long Island.
Oh
They
yeah.
opened one. I don't know how busy it is, but I don't think it's not like because there's another bakery that's like right down the road from there that's like very well known. And this one is like they didn't put it in a neighborhood. They put it like in a shopping mall center. Like not where like it's literally 2 doors away. It's like in between an Orvis and like Saks Fifth Avenue outlet. You know what I mean? It's like,
Oh wow. Okay.
it's not like, and then there's some other Mexican restaurant over there, whatever it is. It's not like it's in weird area. Like it's not like where a bakery should be. But they have the name, obviously. I mean, the guy's out there.
Yeah, he was in February with his new teeth. He got new teeth.
Well, good. Yeah. Oh man.
Oh my! I remember that too. Chris, that was hilarious. During a Nitro,
Oh yeah, he was
Beetlejuice was
on.
there.
I remember he was on.
That was
WCW.
hilarious. He called Jeff
Yes, he
Jarrett
was.
slapnuts. Then he got hit in the back with the guitar. Oh my gosh, that was
Yeah,
hilarious.
that was funny. Yeah, they don't. That's why I miss WCW because they used to do crazy shit like that.
Yeah,
They don't do anything funny anymore. They don't do any. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, I gotta turn over.
yeah. I bought like 4 of the lobster tails.
Yeah.
They are all unfortunately eaten already though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I had the cannolis were good though.
Yeah, that's why. But I was surprised that they don't put chocolate chips. You saw the pictures I sent you, right?
Yeah, those look good. The ones that you sent.
Yeah,
But
used to. They put.
it was still good though. Like
I
it
like
was
the chocolate
Nutella.
cannolis.
It was Nutella and ricotta that they put in it.
Yeah.
It was a good
Yeah,
mix.
and then what else was? What were those other little cups? I forgot what they were, like custard cups or.
Yeah, they were custard.
Yeah.
Custard cups, and then the other ones were. What the heck what else did I get? Oh, I got smaller cannolis. They were just regular. Just ricotta inside of it.
Yeah, the regular.
Yeah.
The cannoli.
And then I bought a tub of like gelato as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pistachio.
And they make it there, or they
Yeah, they
from
make
somebody?
it. No, they make it in house.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. Ugh. And you
Hey,
say
what's
they
up,
make
Jay?
pizza too?
Yeah, they make pizza slices, like a giant pizza slice. It costs like $27 for a pizza slice.
Wow, that's weird.
It's huge though. Like legit, it's like a full size pizza, maybe a bit bigger.
And they just cut it up into pieces.
No, they just give you in one whole slice.
So how are you supposed to eat it?
I mean, it's up. I guess it's up to you to cut it. Here, I'll show you a picture.
Yeah, that's kind of weird though. Like, how many people is it for?
I mean, you can feed easily like 3 people, 4 people.
Yeah. Just wouldn't make sense. I mean,
yeah. There, see. It's a giant slice.
They cut it the other way.
There's someone posted a picture of it.
Yeah, it's like a pizza.
Yeah. It's $26.99 though, plus tax for that.
Yeah. That's nice. That pepperoni. I haven't had pizza in a while.
Yeah, their pizza's legit too. Like everything is scratch made. Oh my god.
Yeah.
They know their stuff.
I had some guy was on YouTube the other day with some guy from freaking South Africa, and he was talking about some bullshit pizza. I was like, Get the fuck out of here from South Africa about pizza. Nobody in Africa knows nothing about fucking pizza. Fucking South Africa.
Yeah,
He's
but I mean,
showing
like, they
showing
could.
some
You never
corporate
know.
pizza. No, because he's showing like some kind of corporate Domino's kind of pizza, like a you know how you could tell, like if you look at like a corporate pizza, like
Yeah.
when it looks so perfect in the picture, like it looks too perfectly round and too perfect. You know it's not like that kind of pizza. You could tell that's made from scratch with fresh ingredients and everything. But like a corporate pizza that's
Yeah.
like perfectly round, it's like no, that's not. That's a frozen. That's something they made in a factory. Thousands of them frozen.
Jay, we're in the East Coast, so where it's 1:52 a.m. over here right now.
Well, I'm on the East Coast. He's in the Great Lakes. I always thought it was funny. Like somebody was like saying one time, like one reseller. I forgot who it was. The guy was like saying like, yeah, I'm on the East Coast. He's like, they're like, oh, where are you? I'm in Ohio. I'm like, how is Ohio the East Coast? That's you're on the Great Lakes. They're not on the East Coast. East Coast. If it takes you, how long would it take you to drive to the ocean? 12 hours.
Probably, yeah.
You know.
But I mean,
You
I mean, maybe they're referring to Eastern Standard Time, not
time.
East
Yeah.
Coast.
No, but yeah, but I saw just weird. It's like the coast is like I get I can get on my I can walk down to that's the coast. If you gotta drive more than an hour, they ain't on the coast. You know what I mean?
It's 12:50 where he is. Okay, so he's
In where?
Central.
In what
He's in Tennessee.
Tennessee? Tennessee, I heard is blowing up now. A lot of people moving to Nashville and stuff. It's a hot area now. I hear.
Yeah, Tennessee.
Knoxville. Tennessee. Oh, that song.
Yeah,
You remember that song?
yeah, I know that song.
Before your
By
that was before your time.
was it Arrested Development? Is that the name?
Yeah, that was before your time, though.
Before my time. I like
I don't
all
remember
genres, all years. What's up, Joseph? How's it going?
Yosef. I don't know what. I feel like watching a movie, but I don't. I don't. I gotta plug in the PlayStation and then figure out.
Too
So
much work.
yeah. And actually, what's funny? I've been watching. I know, like, watching over and over again. Like not over and over again, but
Yeah.
like the cartoon. Were you too young for the GI Joe the cartoon?
I think when I watched it, it was like almost ending.
Was
So I
ending.
did see some of it.
Yeah, so like that was like, look, GI Joe was like number one, man, because they were badass, and they had the. Do you know how many? Because as far as toys, they had because they were like an army, so they had like so when you were a kid, they had like literally every. It was like thousands and thousands of toys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they weren't that expensive. Like the other toys as a kid, like Transformers and other stuff, they were kind of bigger. So like, to buy an action figure was not that expensive. So you can bug your parents, oh, can you buy me a toy, an action figure?
Yeah.
They weren't a lot, So you could always get them anyway.
Was touch the ocean to be a coast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to be able to get there. I wouldn't say Tracy lives on a coast. She doesn't live on the Gulf.
Yeah.
Houston is on the Gulf. I mean, it's not right on the Gulf, but you could drive to the Gulf from Houston. Probably I don't know what 20 minutes. Anyway, what was I saying now?
About
G.I. Joe. Yeah, so now I didn't know. Like,
yeah.
Hasbro has a YouTube channel, so they've been looping live all the G.I. Joe episodes constantly. And they had one today from guess.
90s old school is before Chris.
They had
Probably.
one. They had one with some of the later ones had Sergeant Slaughter. Remember Sergeant Slaughter?
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I don't know if that was a real. If that was his real. I'm curious to know if it was really him as the voice actor.
It
The
was.
real.
It would like the one from WWE, Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah. It really.
Yeah.
Are you positive?
Yeah, because I've seen him in the shows. Like they actually showed him in the shows, like the
What do
GI
you
Joe
mean?
shows.
No. I no. Yeah. Sergeant Slaughter was in GI Joe, of course. But I'm saying, I don't know if they used the wrestler Sergeant Slaughter as the voice actor for the cartoon version.
Oh,
I'm
I thought
curious.
they
It
did.
sounded like him, but you never know.
Yeah.
If he was, they have to film the episodes and stuff. Oh,
And
and that
then he
was.
was.
Oh, but they didn't. Oh, that's another thing too. What was it? The ones I saw, maybe I missed it, or maybe I didn't notice it, or whatever it was. They weren't playing the public service announcement.
Oh
Do you,
yeah, yeah,
oh, you don't
yeah.
remember that like, for example, um like they would show, say, kids spray painting inside a garage, right?
Yeah.
And there's like fumes all in the garage or something happening, right? And they're like, "Hey Billy, I don't feel so well," there's like this, like this spray paint. I feel kind of. And then like one of the GI Joes would like bust in, like, like, oh, bust the door open. He's like, "What are you doing, kids?" And they grab him out and they'd be like, "Don't you know that you can get sick if you're painting and it's not ventilated?" And then, and he'd be like, "Oh man, I don't feel good." He's like, "But thanks for telling us." He's like, and that's when he says, "And now you know." And then the guy would turn and say, "Knowing is half the battle."
After that.
But now they don't even do that shit anymore for kids. They don't tell
No,
kids anything. Or like a kid
no.
would fall with his bike and then it would say like, "Oh, what happened?" "Oh no, you shouldn't do that because if you get a bloody nose, like, oh, put your head back." Like, they don't tell kids shit anymore, do they?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't watch kids stuff, but they don't.
They'll tell you to Google it and go on WebMD to figure out what to do.
Yeah, yeah. They tell you Google it while your nose is bleeding.
Google what to do.
But
Original
but
Transformers were super expensive. Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah, because they, like I said, they were more. They were, well, but then again, some of the other ones, the GI Joes, were really expensive. I remember even years ago. Like almost like 20 years ago,
Yeah.
right? Like late 90s, that the early 80s ones were like expensive at that time. They weren't even all that old. And then now so many years like, yeah, Optimus Price, forget about it. It's super expensive.
Yeah.
Especially if you can find it.
$27. Imagine $27 now. That's like
Yeah, because but you have to
inflation and
remember,
stuff.
it was huge. Do you remember Optimus Prime, the
Yeah, the original one. Yeah, that's huge.
toy? Yeah, the toy was really big. It came in a huge box. It was like it would be like buying a vehicle for GI Joe. It
Yeah.
was that big. And they were different. Like the GI Joes were like metal, and they were like, I mean,
Hello,
they were
Lucy.
the Transformers were metal.
Yeah. Favorite cartoon was
Ninja
Ninja
Turtles.
Turtles, but I played with Barbie dolls, not action figures. I like the Ninja Turtles too. I like their cartoon.
I just sold
Yeah,
that. Did you see that Ninja Turtles T-shirt I just sold?
yeah. That was a nice one.
The I went to one estate sale. I don't know if I told you at the time. I don't know if I knew you at the time. And it was literally a brawl for all estate sale. Like, it was literally everybody there except for my big time competitor, but that guy Matt, who's like rock star, superstar. But there were so many hustlers at this sale, and the guy literally worked for like Fox Kids, and he had like all the Ninja Turtle stuff. He had but I just went for the clothes right away because the guy had really expensive clothes.
Yeah.
But I bought maybe 20 vintage, like new old stock Ninja Turtles T-shirts.
Really?
Yeah, some of them were so, and I got hold on. Come on, son of a bitch. You know when you want to sneeze, you can't sneeze. And I got a judge. I wonder if it's still. No, it was too long ago. It would be.
Have you two
It
seen the
would be.
Garbage Pail Kid movie? I have
Couldn't
not.
look it up.
I have not seen that movie. I've seen the cards, like they have trading cards, Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah, I did really well with it. One of the best. Well, with this one, this house was literally like a $5 million house, and they literally had in the middle of the house. Okay, no bullshit.
Hmm.
A swimming pool in the house.
Nice.
Swimming. You ever seen a swimming pool in house?
No.
In the basement, they had a basketball court in the basement, like full basketball court. All right, not just a weight training room, but like
Yeah.
these people. The house was like, I think it was on the sale for like $5 million. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if they would have had, they're like, kid, get that out of your mouth. No, but here's the thing: is this, don't eat paint chips. No, but GI Joe, they would never do stupid stuff like that. It was always like stuff like kid stuff that you really would do,
As
like
a kid,
spray painting in a garage, or like if you fall and hurt yourself, like, oh, what do you do when you twist your ankle? Oh, no, you gotta don't move it, because if you move it, then you'll hurt it or whatever.
Yeah.
If you see a car accident, what are you gonna do? You gotta get on the phone, call 911. I don't know, some other shit. Not like don't eat Tide Pods. Like it'd be embarrassing.
I got one for sale if you want one. Just sold the original Megatron a few weeks ago.
Never had the Megatron. And Megatron was, you know which one it was? Megatron, it turned into a gun.
Yeah. That one's crazy.
I only had a few Transformers. I wasn't as big. I like Thundercats better. That was one of my favorites.
Oh, really? Thundercats was... I knew Thundercats, but I never watched it. Like, I think it was like... Because I really got more into real cartoons probably like early 90s. Like, that's when I really started watching them.
Yeah, see, I like Thundercats of all those other cartoons, because it had the Japanese, like, it was weird. It wasn't like anime, but it was the best artwork to me. Like, I always loved like the way they would draw far. I don't know, it was just something about it. Like they always had like these beautiful forests they would always build, like draw out, whatever it was. They always had the best artwork.
Chuckle chainsaws.
Yeah, don't chuckle the chainsaw. And G.I. Joe, like I said, because G.I. Joe was just bad, because it was just like balls to the wall.
Yeah.
He-Man had that too. They had the PSA. I don't remember. I had a lot of He-Man too. Because he was bad. He-Man was. You wanted to be, because he was jacked.
Yeah.
You
are 100% accurate. That was 100% a Power Ranger kid.
Because that was your age group, is the Power. Yeah, see, because that was like you said, that was too old for the Power Rangers. Oh, and there was a Comic-Con near my house. Not the real. I think I told you the story. Not the real Comic-Con. Like, there's fake Comic-Cons. Do you know that? Like, they like because there's the original Comic-Con is the San Diego Comic-Con, where whatever. But then there's like other fake. They don't call them Comic-Con. They call them like whatever the fuck they are.
Yeah.
Anyway, they had a Comic-Con type thing where they had wrestlers. I showed you those pictures. Didn't I show you those, like that movie, the guy from The Last Dragon? Remember? And then the guy. Remember I showed you that guy, Bluegrass. I showed you and I said, oh, he's the guy. He's the same character as Lion-O. The signed picture.
Oh yeah, I think you showed that to me before.
Yeah, at that
I don't remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, so they had all people either artists at this comic. You know, they have artists, they had wrestlers, they had action stars. You know, they had the guy who was from, you know, one of the guys. I forgot the hell his name. I think his name is something Wells or something, or I don't know what the fuck. But anyway, um, they had Hacksaw Jim Duggan was there. China was at this one. China was there. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Jake the Snake Roberts was there, and then
Wow.
they also had Mick Foley. He was the big attraction, Mick Foley, because Mick Foley's from here, so like, he's popular. But what you know who else was there? The Power Rangers, the original cast from Power Rangers was there.
Really?
They had no one on their line. It was like hilarious. I was like,
No way.
I was shocked. I was like, I can't believe there were no. There was literally empty table, empty, with whatchamacallit, with whatchamacallit, the Mick Foley literally had 50 people waiting to see him, you know, and then
Yeah.
Jake the Snake had a little bit, you know, China,
Oh.
but then, you know, she died, right? You know, China, she like committed suicide
Yeah,
or something.
she was like bad in like drugs and alcohol. I know that.
I'll tell you what, when I saw her, she looked really good, man. And you know
Yeah.
what? Because she's like stopped taking the steroids, so
Yeah.
but she was still kind of fit.
Yeah.
Like, China looked pretty fucking good, man.
But
Body
like,
was like weird.
there was a point though. Like, how long ago was that?
I want to say maybe like 4 years ago.
Where because like there was a point in time where like she was off of it. Like she tried getting sober and getting help for all that. So she was at one point off of that stuff. But I think she like later on like she got back into it again.
Yeah, because also she couldn't make money. Like she had to go to Japan, and because what happened was is that she this is what sucks about Vince McMahon is that I don't know how it works in Canada, but here they have like two different types of workers. They have like independent contractors,
Yeah,
and then they have like regular employees.
employees.
Like, yeah, but all of the wrestlers are categorized as independent
Contractors. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Which, you know, like if you like, for example, if you get hurt and you're on your job and you get hurt, it's like they have something called workers' compensation. But if you're an independent worker, you're kind of like basically
You don't get that.
Yeah, like if you're an independent worker, you're just like an eBay reseller. Like, you know, you get like a 1099 from PayPal, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
That's it. It's like, all right, here's your money, get the fuck out of here, you know. But like when you're a regular employee, you get special you know, like workers' comp and stuff like that. So she couldn't do that.
Yeah, Trini the Yellow Ranger was the one that died.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. I don't remember how she died though. I know she did though.
Oh shit.
Yeah. She was in TNA for like very briefly because I know what happened was she had to also like she was ending up doing like I think like porn at the time as well, so that's why they didn't end up keeping her because she would have stayed there because I know she made like such a huge return and they were gonna build like a whole bunch of storylines on. Yeah.
But and then also, you know, that's what sucks. Like I said, what's so stupid about WWE, what sucks, is that you don't keep your name. You know that?
Yeah, because it belongs to WWE.
Yeah, but that's another bullshit. It's like, well, how are you saying that this person's an independent contractor, and they don't even own, they're independent, but they don't even own their character? So what kind of shit is that?
Yeah, that's why like you got to sign off on that, right? You like a lot of the guys that they'll be like, no, that I own the rights to that name. You can't take it.
Yeah, because I always want to know, like, because the thing is, you know, when Vince McMahon bought WCW, it's like, see, that's why a lot of wrestlers, which I think is stupid. I mean, I understand why they do it, but Like that's why they use their real names.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
because they can't take that.
Yeah, they can't tell you can't use your own name.
Yeah,
You own your name, so they can't tell you, oh, I own the name. You know what I mean? But if you're like the big boss man, they can own the big boss man.
yeah. That's why in WCW he was what Ray Trailer
Yeah,
over
that
there.
was his real name, I
That was
think.
his real name. Yeah, even like Mr. Perfect, he was Kurt Hennig. Like, but you only know him as Mr. Perfect. Like that, he was such a
Yeah,
good character as Mr.
yeah,
Perfect.
he was. He was a great character, and his art. The best part about him is that he's able to put the other person over. Like
Yeah,
that's just because like the guy, like he had that great bump. Like somebody would hit him, and he would fly over the ropes. That always got me. Like
yeah,
how guys would, even sometimes some managers were able to take that bump where they get hit and they literally fly out of the ring over the top rope onto the outside. It's like, bro, you gotta have some guts to fucking do that shit, to jump out of the fucking ring.
yeah.
You know?
They must have had some sort of training too, though.
Oh yeah, of
To
course. But yeah,
yeah,
but still, to
to
jump
get
out of a
training.
fucking ring. I mean, it's still, look, the ring is what, 3 feet off the ground, and then the rope is like another 4 feet. So like jumping off of like, I don't know, it's pretty fucking high.
Yeah,
Not fucking.
it was a crap spot. I remember, I think it was Russo that helped get her into TNA, but then after all, finding out like what she was doing and stuff, that it was too bad. I really
You ever
wanted.
watch his interviews now?
Yeah, I saw his one with Hannibal on TV.
Yeah, but
He had
Hannibal
one with
does a lot of good. See, Hannibal is good because he gets good people on.
yeah.
But the thing is, the only thing that's not good about Hannibal is that like he's very nice and he's respectful. So
He
like,
has to be like.
yeah, he doesn't
How
want
else
to
is he gonna
bury
get
the.
these? Yeah, like he always brought up like when he spoke with Vince, he always brought up creative, right? Because that's what he knew, and like all just and also questions that I'm sure it would be better for him to like it would be a lot easier for him to respond to in a more
Yeah,
in more to Vince's favor as opposed
yeah.
to someone else's because yeah, I get what you mean though.
And now, what about the other one? Do you ever listen to the other one with Conan and Disco Inferno?
Oh, keeping it 100. Yeah, I watch it.
Yeah.
I listen to it all the time. That's the most.
But now you only it's only on. Do you only listen on YouTube, or is there another way to
I have the podcast. Like I listen to their podcast, so they have it
on
on.
where do you get it?
You can listen to it on Spotify or iTunes.
Yeah, I don't have that. So yeah,
But yeah,
Spotify. I guess.
you can listen to it too on here. Like I enjoy like the disco list and stuff. I don't know
Yeah,
if
I love
you
Disco. I used to. Yeah, I thought you know what? He was a perfect character on WCW. Like,
he's a smart guy. He knows his stuff. Like if you ever listen to him in the podcast, he knows his stuff.
yeah, yeah. I miss those kind of guys. Like they're kind of like a clown, but like
Yeah,
you need those. You need those kind of. You need the clowns. You
yeah,
can't have. That's the problem. Is like you could put on like AEW or whatever or the other ones, and so many of these guys they look the same. They do the same moves. How many guys in WWE do that? They throw a guy out of the ring and then they do that suicide dive.
yeah. They do it so
Every
many
match,
times. It's like it's not even significant anymore.
yeah, yeah. It's like every match. Like the guy who I hate the most in WWE is
Oh yeah.
Ricochet.
Oh god, yeah. Ricochet, yeah.
All he does is all
Flips.
like like all the moves that they just do over again, and he just does
Yeah.
all those flips, acrobatic moves, Cirque du Soleil.
By doing that too, like you're making the other guys that can't do it that well look even more bad. So like
Yeah.
I just don't get it's just not necessary for them to do. It really isn't.
And
Because they're
also,
hurting
I hate.
they're gonna go ahead.
You know what I hate too? Also, is the padding around the outside.
Yeah, like in the where the rails are, like they're supposed to be.
Yeah, they need those steel like that. See, because another part of wrestling is the sound. That's why
Yeah,
like they would slam. It's like that was the best spot when the guy whips a guy into those metal guardrails, and
yeah,
because the guardrails are all connected to each other.
yeah. I
So
heard
when you
about that, Rick. That was bad. They fired Curtis Axel, which is
but
Kurt Hennig's son.
I don't even remember how long was he even on there.
He they never used him. It was so stupid. I don't understand.
Yeah,
Like you probably saw him in like main event or something, or like one of the other shows that they had that no one even heard of. It's so dumb how they're using all these wrestlers. They have so many yet they don't utilize them. It's crazy.
and you know who this guy talks about all the time on Hannibal? If you start watching more of him, he is Davy Boy Smith Jr.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
But he's actually a really good wrestler. Like the guy's
yeah.
like an amateur wrestler. But
Yeah.
he's like, but there's all politics, and they don't want to use like, there's certain guys they don't want to use them because it's like because people have issues with other people, and
Yeah. Tugboat, Typhoon, or Shock. I'm a fan of the Shockmaster.
no, not the Shockmaster. No, no.
Oh gosh,
Tugboat,
Shockmaster.
Tugboat was great because that
Yeah,
was a. I was just watching a Tugboat interview the other day, and you know what? He had a character.
yeah. It's a gimmick. It's his
There
gimmick.
was a gimmick. Now it's just like there's no, you know, there's no gimmick, and also it seems like they had those big giant guys. I look like Disco. I don't have that big schnoz. And then remember when Disco Inferno was teamed up with who was that guy? Alex Wright.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Das Wonder Kid.
Yeah, they were the Boogie Knights.
Oh
And
god.
yeah, the tag teams were better in WCW. Like they kind of went together. Now it's just like they put two guys together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, there wasn't real tag team guys. Like not like I think the closest thing to what like an actual tag team was probably Revival, I'd say. When do you know the Revival?
I don't know which guys were that. Who was the Revival?
It was
again?
like Dash Wilder and I forgot the other guy, but they're
Who
they're one of the newer guys, but they were more of an actual tag team.
tag team.
Like, but they let them go though. They let their contracts end.
Like for example, you know what? That other tag team, I can't stand them anymore. The New Day, I think that's so cheesy, and I'm just
Oh yeah,
like,
no, they need to end that already. Like it's already done.
like if I was the writer, if I was Vince Russo, I talk, hey bro, let me tell you,
Bro.
bro, if I was if I was the one writing for them, whatever it was,
Yeah.
I would do because you always watch and
What's
you
up,
have
Frank?
you always have thoughts in your head. I would redo the Rockers storyline, right?
You wouldn't
And
do the barbershop thing anymore? Like the barbershop storyline or just how they handled them in general?
no, I'm saying if I was the one writing for WWE, I would take the New Day and have the big guy, what's his name?
Oh, I agree with you. Oh,
I would.
Biggie.
He should go heel if they even have heels anymore, and turn on the other guys, and like
That's
what I
what
mean.
they said. That's what they said. Like they needed Biggie to go solo. He can be a champion.
But heel and then he has to be like pissed off. See, that was also another thing too, is that they can't do that. Like I know because it's kind of like racist, I guess. Like I don't know, maybe it's not. Like, do you remember Bad News Brown?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. That was.
he was from Canada.
Was he really? I don't remember.
I don't remember
the only time I really remember him was when he fought Rowdy Piper, and Rowdy Piper was like dressed half, like he painted himself half black.
Yeah,
against him. Like imagine seeing that now. That would not go well. That would be so bad right now.
But Bad News Brown, if you remember, he used to wear the black glove. as a kid, I didn't know what that was.
Yeah.
But that's like the black, and he would go
Yeah.
up there and do that like this, Black Power,
Yeah.
and if there's one interview, if you go back and watch, where he I never seen this happen before. It was on the Brother Love show, right? And do you remember the president, Jack Tunney?
That's awesome, Susan. Yeah, I remember Jack Tunney.
Yeah. So he tells Jack Tunney on the interview, he's like, "How come I'm not the number one contender?" And he's like, "Well, you know," and Jack Tunney did a perfect job as that's how the president is supposed to be, like a guy stuffed, like a stuffed suit, like you know, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then, it's not supposed to be like another wrestler or something like that. It's supposed to be a guy like that, like a stiff. And then he grabs him and throws him down on the ground. He's like, "How come I'm not the number one contender?" New Day.
Yeah, it's true, but like lately, I mean, you haven't really seen much of them lately.
Yeah, but I know what you're saying, because that's what happens. He's saying like, yeah, if they're popular and they're selling merchandise or whatever it is, then it's like, okay,
they're gonna keep them.
We have to keep. But so were the Rockers. Do you remember the Rockers were over like Rover? The Rockers, they showed up, and they were so popular. But Legion of Doom was more popular.
Yeah,
Legion of Doom was probably one of the most popular tag teams in WWF.
But like, I'll tell you what, it was the best thing that ever happened to them anyway. Like, if it wasn't for that, like for Shawn Michaels to go solo, he wouldn't be where he is now.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, but they were still. I know what you're saying. Was it he? Yeah,
but it sucked for Marty Jannetty. Like, he ended up with like Leif Cassidy.
Yeah, yeah. Al Snow.
Al Snow.
No,
Al Snow was good though. I liked Al Snow.
No, but if you, he was but there's actually there's a lot of interviews with Hannibal that he has. No, but he was talking on the interview, whatchamacallit, on the I think he's got a Marty Jannetty interview too on there, Hannibal.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah, but I think when he was talking to what's his name, Al Snow. Like basically it was Marty Jannetty's fault to get him.
That was the name of Bad News Brown's move?
His finish. Yeah, where he would kick a guy in the back of the head.
Yeah. Yeah, see WrestleMania 6. I remember vividly because it was in Skydome, WrestleMania 6. One of the best WrestleManias ever, in my opinion.
Yeah, that is the WrestleMania, man.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior. That was
champion versus champion.
They never had that before.
Yeah.
With the Intercontinental Champion versus the World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah.
But what was I saying? But they were talking about Marty Jannetty. They were.
Oh yeah.
They were when Al Snow on the interview. I think it was Al Snow saying this. Is that Marty Jannetty? He could have went on and stayed on as a popular character, but it was the drugs. He was just too fucked up. Like they say, he wouldn't show. Because that's what happens is when we watch as kids.
You don't see that. You don't know that.
We just think the story changed or something happened or whatever, or maybe the guy's injured or something like that. Because they always rotated.
Yeah, no, like,
we don't know
kayfabe was like at its biggest heights at that time.
Yeah, so like we didn't know, like, oh, why isn't this guy showing up for the match? Oh, because he was too high on drugs. And...
like I was so sad when like Jake the Snake turned heel, and you see him with the freaking Cobra instead of the what's his name?
I know.
Damien.
Damien. Or how about this? The greatest one was when Hulk Hogan in WCW went heel.
Oh, that was the best. That was the greatest moment ever. Oh my god! Do you see how much garbage they threw in that ring? Oh my gosh! It was ridiculous.
The kids were crying. They were like, Hulk Hogan, Hulk Hogan. Like people now who were young, who were in their 20s, they don't realize like Hulk Hogan was bigger than the sport. He was the sport. You know,
like he was a good guy, but he was an even better bad guy.
Oh my god, he was great.
Hollywood Hulk Hogan was honestly so good. Like but it also too it also helped that the commentary did really like a great job of telling the story too. Like Bobby Heenan when he said like Hulk Hogan has betrayed WCW.
Yeah,
Like that definitely made it like more over the top
yeah,
to tell the whole story.
yeah. You need the guys, and now they don't have like they're trying to do. See, that's what happens is like on AEW, they try to bring in like they have Jim Ross and they have Tony Schiavone, and they try to have them recreate the old days, but
Yeah.
without the cat like they can't. You can't. It's just not working right.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Shivani and like JR, they're like practically the same type of commentator. You have to have like a someone to what's it called to just to what's the word I'm looking for? It's to complement that main commentator. So like
Yeah,
for example, King was the perfect complement to JR because
yeah.
he didn't really do the commentating. He was just giving out like quirks and jokes and like other
Zingers,
parts. Yeah,
zingers.
exactly. But
Yeah,
you have like Shivani and JR, they're both the same.
yeah. You can't have two straight men.
Exactly.
But then also they had. But don't they have Taz now?
Yeah, they have Taz too. But Taz is like a quirky like he's not a full
Yeah,
like the way
yeah,
JR and thing are.
yeah. I know. Or Jesse the Body.
Yeah, exactly. Like a heel commentator.
Yeah, they need that heel commentator, like, because when you go back and watch Jesse, like, he knew how to like tell
The
the story the other.
Bushwhackers.
What?
No,
Yeah,
no. I
yeah,
guess he wants to know other tag teams. There was a bunch. There was
no.
the Colossal Connection. There was
Well, but they were only for a short time. They was just they only did
yeah,
they only did that because they wanted to put Andre out. He really couldn't wrestle anymore,
yeah, true.
and they put him out there just so this way he can only go in the ring for like 2 minutes and then kick back out and then just so he could show up because
Yeah,
they really couldn't use him. But other tag teams at the time that were in Demolition,
yeah,
Legion of Doom took over for Demolition.
yeah.
The Hart Foundation, I told you I saw Demolition versus the Hart Foundation.
Yes, the
Then there
Rockers.
was also, remember Strike Force?
Oh, I remember Strike Force. Yes, I remember to the Beverly Brothers. Do you remember them?
Yeah, they were all right. They were nothing special. Or then there was the
They had the Rougeau brothers as well.
yeah, and it's so funny because Hannibal, like he loves his favorite guy is Jacques Rougeau.
Of course,
Like, of
the
course, because
Mountie.
he's yeah, because he does interviews. He's like, "Oh, I love Jacques." He's it's funny because Hannibal is like pounding the table. He's like,
Yeah,
Jacques Rougeau should be in the WWE Hall of Fame. This is fucking bullshit. He's like, this Jacques Rougeau. I mean, he was alright at the Mount. But do you know Hannibal's story? Do you know what happened to him?
no, I don't. No.
So he had a contract. He's a huge. If he has some good matches, some like indie matches with Sid Vicious and Kevin Nash. He's got some matches, indie matches though.
Oh wow.
Anyway, yeah. What
They
happened
must have
was,
changed yeah, I agree with you, Chris.
but what happened was, like 8 years ago, he had he did a match with. Do you remember Abdul the Butcher? It's kind of before our time.
He was before my time. I've heard of him. I've never really actually seen him wrestle though.
Yeah, but you know what he looks like? He's that big guy. Like he's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. He's from. I don't know where he's built from. Whatever the hell it is.
Oh, I agree, Frank. Oh my gosh, they should have made Roman Reigns a heel a long time ago.
But he's got no. But does he? What does he say on the microphone?
It's not that. There was a time where everything he did, they were booing him like crazy, but
But
Vince kept putting us like
as a baby
in front of
face,
him as a babyface. Yeah,
I know. But they need to give him a manager, like an evil manager that cheats and that's like dirty.
evil
You know what I
manager.
mean? Somebody who's like a
Yeah.
real slime. You know, like he was talking about, like like remember Slick, like that kind of manager,
Oh,
like
slick. Yeah.
somebody who's like a pimp or something. So anyway, but what was I saying before the other guy? Who was I talking about? What the hell was it? What was I saying now? Oh shit! Now you get so sidetracked.
Like you were talking about Rougeau, and then you were talking about
Okay, Hannibal.
Hannibal's story.
Yeah, Hannibal did a match with Abdullah the Butcher, and now Abdullah the Butcher was known for, they call it getting color. You know what that is, right?
Yeah.
When they would do like, I mean, they don't do that on TV now because it's against the ratings, whatever. But guys would cut themselves, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And he gave Hannibal hepatitis C.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So what happened? I mean, Hannibal is like 6'4". He's like shredded up, and he's a good wrestler. He's a really good wrestler. So, but what happened was that's why he's doing these interviews now, because he can't wrestle. Because what happened was he got hepatitis C, but then he went to some kind of doctor in Arizona, and he was able to get, because they have a cure for that now, right? They have some drugs, like supposed the same company that makes the drugs that's supposed to help for coronavirus, Gilead, whatever it is. They have a treatment for hepatitis C. So, but he got it. It was like, but years later, and now they won't, like, he's kind of like blacklisted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like, oh, you don't want to work with the guy who's got hepatitis, So it's like, even though he's cleared to wrestle, like he does indie shows, whatever it is, but there's no more. But anyway, so he lost, but like he was like 30 years old when that happened, and now he's closer to 40. So it's kind of like he lost all those years that of his prime, that he could have been like a top wrestler,
Yeah.
So
that's too bad, man.
Yeah. So now that's why he's doing these. He does, those interviews, those whatchamacallit, those. He's got some really good ones. The one with Billy Jack Haynes was good. The best ones are always with the Sand. He has like a few interviews with. Remember the Sandman?
Yeah. Oh, I remember the Bolsheviks.
Yeah, the Bolsheviks. No, that was another thing too. Remember they had one of them. What was the one guy's name?
Nikolai Volkov.
Nikolai Volkov with Iron Sheik.
Yeah.
Because like the United States was having trouble with Russia, and even though there was all bullshit anyway.
Yeah.
With Russia and Iran. So that's why they would put two guys, one guy from Russia, one guy from, like, now they couldn't do that, because it would be like, they tried to do that with that. They actually tried like a couple years ago to do some politically incorrect stuff. They took a wrestler he's American, but he's like Iranian descent, and they brought him to Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia and Iran.
Oh,
like,
yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
And I think they had him come in the ring with like an Iranian flag and everything, but they had to like cut the whole program because it was like they were getting like death threats. Because like the people there, they don't, they're not really, they got chemical imbalance over there. They don't know that it's not like real.
Hey, Jill. Oh, thanks. You too.
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day, yep. Hopefully you get those cookies.
I know. Told her, it says tomorrow. Look out. She got a big package today. The Omaha. You know what Omaha steaks are?
Omaha Steaks?
Yeah. What they're like a mail order, like steak. Like they send them like like they send like in I guess they pack it in dry ice or something like that.
Yeah.
Like frozen steaks in the mail, whatever it is.
Nice.
They've been around for a long time, but they came today.
Put him with Heyman. They could have done a lot with Heyman, but I don't know why they just like they could have done another like a Heenan family.
Yeah.
Like that would have been amazing. He had like they would have been
Money Incorporated.
Or Money Incorporated, exactly. Oh, that's another team there. Money IRS and Ted DiBiase. That was another tag team right there.
Yeah. but then they brought in other guys.
Yeah, like
after they
Tatanka.
turned heel.
Yo, when Tatanka turned heel, oh my
That
god,
was
that was a good heel turn. I like that
that
one.
was a good one. But yeah, because he took the money from
Because everyone thought that Lex Luger was the one that took the money, but he
but it
kept
was
saying, no, it wasn't me, and then all of a sudden you see Tatanka take it. I was like, oh shoot,
see, that was so different that, like you said, these guys, those heel turns were such a big, because
big deal.
you have to build somebody up as a baby face in order for that heel turn to mean something. Like like Marty Jannetty, these guys were partners for like 5 years on top. Yeah, look at
It's a
Abdullah
freaking
Scorpions.
roadmap. Oh man,
Yeah, some of these guys, when you look at their head, they're
it's
some
bad.
guys.
Hey
If you
Mel,
look at Devon Dudley.
is it?
Oh, did
Oh,
you ever look up
Devon's
the
is bad.
Oh my God, horrible. ECW guys are like, oh, fucked up. Did you
I'm,
ever
I'm
watch? You got to watch that special. You got to watch the Dudley Boys thing, like when they talk about all the, Dick
like
Dudley.
I can only imagine Sandman's head. It's probably messed up
Oh my
because of
God,
all the beer cans he hits on his head.
But you know what's funny though? When they were doing the interviews with Sandman, like Sandman has a lot of money. Like
Really?
of all people, you kind of like, because he does the interviews with a lot of guys that are kind of like fucking broke.
Yeah.
And but Sandman, like you would think he was the guy who was doing the most drugs but they're like, oh no, he used to save his money, and also like he's like when he was working for WC. Do you remember he was in WCW, Sandman?
Yeah, as Hardcore Hack, but
Yeah,
he probably
exactly.
probably saved all his money from there then because I don't think he made that much on ECW.
Bro, he was telling Hannibal, he's like, because that's one thing, they were very disorganized there they talk about that all the time. He's like, they were paying me $5,000 a week the first 6 months. He's like, I didn't wrestle one time for like
Oh my
6
God.
months.
That's
He's like,
crazy.
I was home collecting a check for $5,000 a week.
Yeah.
Not doing anything. He's like, then I came in. He did some matches. He was with Kevin Nash, Goldberg, But he was good as Hardcore Hack. And then he had that girl with him, Chastity.
Oh, I remember. Yeah. Okay. Chastity.
I think that was supposed to be Raven's sister. Whatever. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, Muhammad Hassan. That was the guy that they got upset for bringing him to the Iran guy. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what you need to get heat. But
New Jack for sure.
Oh. Yeah, New Jack. Yeah, New Jack's head is shredded.
That guy was messed up, man. I can't believe how bad of a wrestler he really was. He never really worked. He always did stuff legit for real.
Oh,
he hurt people.
There was no wrestling. It was just. Oh, and that's another thing too, is that there's also a lot of jealousy and there's a lot of hatred. He doesn't have I watched him on other interviews. Hannibal didn't interview him, but other guys interviewed him, and he always hated the Dudley Boys. You know why? Because when the Dudley Boys went from ECW to WWE, they took his outfit, the camouflage, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Like when they were wrestling in ECW, they used to wear the overalls and whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they went to WWE, they changed the fatigue camouflage, and it looking like what's his name, what's his name, like New Jack, and they ripped off a few things from New Jack. So he was, and they ended up, they were very successful. The Dudley Boys in WWE.
They had a good gimmick in the beginning. They made Bubba Ray stutter all the time.
Well, that was in ECW. Then they kind of got rid of that.
Oh, was it really? Okay.
Yeah, that was a W, and then when they kind of got rid of that in WWE, but they made a lot of money in WWE, and like
Oh yeah.
that's what happens a lot. Like you'll have guys that are on the same level, and one guy takes off. Like we talk about Shawn Michaels or the other or Jannetty,
Yeah.
and then also like Stone Cold took off, and then like other guys that were with him, like they kind of fucking they didn't go anywhere.
Like, imagine if ECW actually had money. Like they would have been like
Yeah,
they.
but
A lot of the guys that were loyal, like they were loyal to Heyman.
that's another thing to talk about. That like with those Sabu. Oh man, you gotta listen. You gotta have so many interviews to listen to from Hannibal, man. He does one with, Sabu was shot in the face
Was he
with a
really?
gun,
No, I didn't know. I didn't know that.
bro. And he was talking about his matches that he had with he had a match with Terry Funk. You remember Terry Funk?
Oh yeah, Chainsaw
So
Charlie.
he had a match with him, and then where his bicep was ripped, and then he takes the the thing and then ties his bicep back up.
Oh, are you serious? What the?
Bro, you gotta when you listen to which one cool, and he was one of those ones that he was like, but it's kind of sad. I seen him. He was like wrestling for Impact like a year ago. And he's a shell of himself. Like his body is all deflated.
Yeah,
And also Rob Van Dam.
he's always on coke. Oh,
Yeah,
Rob Van
that's what
Dam.
RVD.
That guy was the man, though. See, he had a heel manager. He had Bill Alfonso.
Oh, remember? I used to hate. That's when he was. He had the whistle.
Yeah, every move he did, he kept whistling. When he said RVD, he'll whistle.
And it's so funny too, is that when you go back and watch I go back and watch old matches from WCW, from here, from there. Like Bill Alfonso was like a referee in WCW.
What? Oh, was it? He was?
Yeah, so I was going back and I was watching and I'm like, oh shit, that's Bill Alfonso. Like there's so many guys in the background. They did multiple jobs. They were there's like, oh shit, that guy. I didn't know he was a referee.
Fiend versus Cena match was shit shown. Really? I actually thought it was okay. I didn't mind it. Like, I thought it was weird, but I thought it was okay. It was the last WrestleMania that just passed with no one there.
Oh, the actual. Yeah, you can't have a match because that's the thing too. Like they're trying to do, they're doing it with microphone. They're doing it like there's actually people watch. Like there's people there. They really should change the gimmick around. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right, Jay. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Jay Flipper.
Yeah, Jay Flips.
Do you ever find any? Do you ever find wrestling stuff to sell or not really?
Well, I had the toys, the LJN rubber figures for a while. I sold pretty much all of them already, and then I've just been selling a bunch of my WWE ECW DVDs off as well.
Yeah, some of those LJNs, but you gotta know which ones sell.
Yeah,
some stuff are good. Like I had a Hulk Hogan one, could not sell it. Because there was a million of them listed. I had that one. I had Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Couldn't sell it. I heard Heyman.
should have been a football coach or a major sports coach. He could motivate anyone. Would have won, Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's good he's a very good motivator. That's why a lot of the guys, like the boys, really liked him. Like Tommy Dreamer, I'm sure, was an advocate of him.
Dude, they said Tommy Dreamer was he mortgaged his house to I love Tommy Dreamer. I met him a lot of times. I don't know if he's always he's from New York. And he has a promotion called the House of Hardcore.
I remember that, yeah. House of Hardcore.
Yeah. But I mean, it's really just like every other indie. I don't know if you ever go really to any of those indie kind of shows.
I haven't, no.
Like they're all kind of like the same. They're really not. They're, because what they do is they try to get, like, they're not constantly every week. They're not on TV. They're like spot shows. They're like once in a, like, so they don't. So there's no like storylines really. Once in a while they have storylines, but like I told you, Moose was there. Like Moose is in, like
TNA.
they have.
Isn't he in TNA now?
Yeah, it was an Impact. So they don't have like wrestlers that are like, and then he's good friends with I told you Bully Ray, not Bubba
Bully
Ray,
Ray.
because he can't use Bubba Ray.
Yeah.
But so he was there, and then of course the other guy. Who else? There was like 5 people there that were kind of big, popular. There was, what's his name? Like I said, there was fucking Bully Ray. Sandman was just doing like interviews, and then came in and then like hit people with the kendo stick. And then the other guy who could barely. And then who was there? I have it on my thing. I think I have the video on my YouTube. Cody Rhodes was the final match. Cody Rhodes and Tommy Dreamer. But it was a one-shot deal, so it's not like they don't hate each other. You know what I mean? It's like they're wrestling, but it's like,
Yeah, no, I get
a
it.
lot of people in the pit. What do you got? 20 people?
No, it's 14 right now. It's been fluctuating every now and then.
Hey, Daddy! Now I gotta go watch some. Probably all the girls left because they're like, oh god, it's about wrestling. Like Mel, she's probably like, oh god, what are these guys talking about? No, that's not. That's British.
Undertaker versus AJ. I thought that was decent too.
AJ Styles.
Yeah, I like him. I like AJ Styles actually.
He's a TNA guy. He's like the only. His claim to fame is he was the only guy that was like built up. I mean, even though he was in WCW first, but he was like a cruiserweight. But he kind of was built up in TNA.
TNA, yeah. No, that was the only one that really made him like a star, because he wasn't that big he wasn't that big at all in WWE. He wasn't big in WCW.
Yeah, he kind of sucks. I don't think he's that good. And like Undertaker is too tired. Like he's like, they said that Saudi Arabia match with Undertaker and the other guy in Goldberg wasn't really that good because they're like 60 years old, man.
There, Tracy's here.
Oh, hi Tracy. I love you, Tracy. Oh,
there's Natalie. See, Natalie's here too.
Natalie.
What's up, Natalie?
Natalie knows. I think Natalie knows about like wrestling and video games and all that shit.
Oh man, see, Frank, you should just bring him on and talk about thrifting, like that. Who? That would be cool. Vince Russo,
bro.
He lives near him.
Who? Me?
No,
not anymore.
Frank.
He grew up over here. He didn't.
But he lives in Colorado. He lives in Colorado right now.
Because he's from Freeport, I think. That's like the next town over for me.
Oh, okay. But yeah, he sees them like all the time, though.
Yeah. That's funny. Hey, bro. Where did my cat go? Oh.
Krillin, I've listened to you talk about fart.
Oh, come on, Tracy. Don't say that.
Trace. Oh my gosh.
Bro.
I've seen it a couple times too. What's up, bro?
Bro.
Now they have that guy.
But remember, Riddle. At the end of the day, he's the one that kind of killed WCW. So it's
stop it, man. Stop it.
Did.
He didn't.
He had a lot to do with it. Let me tell you something.
Okay. I'll tell you what.
He had a
There was a
lot
lot
to
of
do.
there was a lot of bad ideas. I'm not
Oh,
denying that,
well,
but
that's
but you have to understand why he was brought into that position. He was brought in to bring ratings. It had nothing to do with like him killing it. He was only
no,
there
no,
literally for 6 months. The WCW
yeah,
still went going on for another 2 years after that.
I understand, but he it was way better. I mean, look, it was still good. Don't get me
He
wrong.
he wanted to bring up the younger guys. Like he wanted to push Conan. He wanted to push Rey Mysterio, like the Luchador guys,
Yeah.
and Kidman. He wanted to push those guys because it was always Hogan and Ric Flair all the time, and they're like 90 at the time.
Oh,
So like you can't have like a 40-minute match with Hogan and Ric Flair because they can't do it. It's gonna be boring and slow. So you got to bring up your younger guys, which is what they did in WWE. Like they brought up the Stone Colds and the Rocks, and they eventually built all of them to make a huge a really good cast of guys. But this one, it was all politics. They had all these old guys that wanted to be at the top, and they
yeah,
couldn't.
I know.
You couldn't.
That's all Steiner says in his interviews. He says the two guys he hates the most are Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair. He's like, because
Yeah.
these guys, they chased out all the younger wrestlers in order for them to be the 17-time limousine riding, jet flying son of a gun. You know, you got to see that one. I got to find it and send you that one interview where he really rips at the Flair.
See, like exactly. See, when Russo left, it was only I think Kevin Sullivan was doing some of the writing as well, and then but it wasn't just him like that. He was just trying to give ratings, is what he was trying to do, and like people blame him for putting the belt on David Arquette.
Yeah.
It actually wasn't his idea. It was Tony Schiavone's. So
That was stupid, though.
But things like what is it called, Judy Bagwell on a forklift match, I know that was stupid.
The only thing what they had going on was Scott Steiner.
Yeah.
And then I like Tank Abbott. He was a good angle. And then also that's at the end. That's when Sid Vicious came back.
Oh, was it?
Sid Vicious was the best heel ever. Like, as far as intimidating, he had British teeth. He was like, but actually, Sid Vicious was actually a really nice guy. He's on a lot of those interviews. He has 3 interviews on Animal, and Sid Vicious is the nicest guy. He's like, hey, Daniel, hey, buddy.
Is it Temptations time?
What, you ever seen the Temptations?
He wants, I guess, to feed your cats Temptations.
Is that what she wants to watch?
No, you're feed the cats Temptations.
I know, but I only have that. Remember that little bag that I found the other night? That little pouch.
Yeah.
So I can't.
He needs someone to send him Temptations.
No, I told you I ordered from this other guy, and he's like, yeah,
Justin. What's up, Justin?
I'll send tomorrow. So, but the other guy's gonna mail it tomorrow. So hopefully, but that one, it said the 12th to the 13th. That guy, I can't get mad. I can't get mad at the guy who, if as long as it gets there before the arrival date. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Rick, that was dumb. He made himself champion.
Who, Russo?
When Russo, yeah, he won. He won the heavyweight championship.
Yeah, I don't like that. And whose idea was the finger poke of doom?
It wasn't him.
Was he sure?
No. Yeah.
I hated that.
That was the dumbest thing ever. Yeah, no, it wasn't him.
The finger poke of doom. That was.
I'm sorry, Tracy.
Oh, why not? Tracy, you can always add. Tracy was the best.
Yeah, see, he wanted to push Benoit, Guerrero, Malenko, the smaller guys.
Also,
because they weren't going anywhere.
To me, I loved Raven's flock because they were all he had all the, to me, he had so much charisma. Raven,
Raven, yeah, I love Raven. He was
because he was
one of
able
the
to like
best.
manipulate those guys. Like, there's so many storylines you can go in. Like he had lackeys. See, like
Yeah.
who's a lackey now in WWE?
Well, the last one I remember, I know they got rid of him already. Like, because the last time I remember one was Bobby Lashley, and he had a guy Leo Rush. That was his lackey, but they got rid
Yeah,
of Leo Rush, I think.
but you need lackeys. Like Scott Steiner had Buff Bagwell as his lackey. Raven had who was that guy who was his lackey in
He
ECW?
had what's his name?
What's his
The
the
guy
hell's
with
that
the
guy?
signs. The guy with the signs. Lodi.
Oh,
Lodi.
no, but that was no before the other guy was his lackey.
No.
In ECW.
He had Saturn, he had Kidman, he had Sick
No,
Boy, he had Reese.
ECW. No,
And ECW. Sorry. Okay, I
Stevie
have no idea.
Richards. Stevie Richards.
Oh, did he have Stevie Richards? Okay, I didn't know that.
He was his lackey in ECW. He would have him do all that bullshit, and get it,
Stevie Richards. That guy is he's fit right now. Eh? That guy
Yeah,
he works out like
he's a
crazy.
trainer.
Yeah, he has his own like fitness thing.
Yeah. I'll watch.
Oh, watch Krillin part his
Okay. I gotta wash my hair tomorrow. And now it's just crazy. Wait, hold on. I can't. What do you mean? I can't either. She knows about all this stuff. I know she knows about. She knows about that stuff.
Nash was the booker for that one.
Okay.
Oh, see, there you go. See, wasn't Russo.
All right.
That was dumb though. That was one of the dumbest things.
Bro, I met Kevin. He was at one of those Comic Cons, man. Kevin Nash is a big guy, man.
Oh yeah. And he likes to work out too. He's a big guy that works out.
I knew he was tall, but I didn't know he was jacked too. He was big as hell, man. I was like, oh shit.
R.I.P. both of them. To who?
I don't know. Natalie? Look, see here. I found a red NWO shirt in a box at garage sale. Okay. Okay, well that's very nice of her. She always finds good T-shirts. This guy, all he does is bust balls here. I go, bro, there's a new platform called Amazon. I don't need Amazon, man. Talk about men in tights. Yeah, man.
Nice.
See, yeah, so stroke a look, no Steve Richards.
See that's the
no,
Wolfpack
I don't mean he was.
shirt.
I should say Uncle B's old. When I say he was the best heel, I mean he was by far as especially when you watch the older stuff with him, the most intimidating. When you're a kid, I remember being a young kid watching Sid Vicious come in that ring, and he had his jaw like that. He was the most intimidating guy, and he had those huge shoulders. Sid Vicious was.
I love the way he gave his promos. Like it was the best.
Yeah.
He kept saying like he's the master and the ruler of the world.
I'm the man that rules. And you look at it and you believe it because he's so. When you see those big shoulders he had, and he was like 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah, he's huge. He's a huge guy.
Yeah, when you say, "Oh shit," you got to see when he does a couple spots in ECW when he comes in. Kickfield there.
Oh, I remember. Yeah,
I like Perry Saturn. Yeah, but when I mean best heel, I don't mean like, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I think he was like his attitude was heel.
It's intimidation factor I'm talking about. Like, because I mean, look, what's his name? Ted DiBiase back in the older days was a great heel as the $1 Million Man.
Yeah,
but he wasn't intimidating. Like, he wasn't like, oh shit,
2 hours talking about men. No,
yeah,
it wasn't 2 hours. We haven't. It's been less than that.
Yeah, because you only been on for 2 hours and 30 minutes. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds.
301.
Well, that's a cool NWO. Natalie, she always finds good T-shirts. She had, actually, she said she bought it at a concert. She had this band. It's called. She had this T-shirt on. This band called Shonen Knife. I don't know if you ever heard of them. They were from Japan, like this Japanese punk rock band. There's actually some other Japanese bands that I don't know if she's still in the chat. I guess she's still in the chat. There are these other Japanese bands that I kind of just found, and I'm trying to find out who they are.
Yeah.
I just found them randomly. I'm gonna find out who they are, and then I'm gonna they were really rocking.
So well preferred use.
But they were I think they were early '90s Japanese. It's weird. Wait, Chibum. I gotta look them up too. It's weird when you don't know. We just think the music that we hear, that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or whatever it is, the show. We just assume oh, we're in America, we have everything. We just oh, if they weren't big in America, then that means, I found this box set. There was a singer, she was popular in Europe 30, 40 years ago. Not 40 years ago. Yeah, maybe in the 80s, 70s, and 80s. Holy shit, a long time ago. I found this box set. The singer, her name was Nana Mouskouri. I think she was a Greek singer or something like that. And you never heard of her. I never heard of her, And literally, but that's a little pro tip. If you find do you ever sell DVDs, CD box sets, or anything like that?
Yeah, I got a whole bunch just recently.
Yeah, but if you ever find any that say import edition, they're worth huge money. I'm talking about big money, Japanese import, French import, whatever it was. So I saw on the box, it said French import. And I went to this girl. I never told you this story. I did. I probably told Tommy, you probably were in the chat, that I used to put ads on Craigslist, I'll come buy your stuff. Because that's actually a really good way to do stuff. That's actually one of the best ways to source is put ads on Craigslist or on whatever it is. Say, oh, I buy your stuff. And then have the merchandise come to you instead of running
trying
around.
To look around. Yeah.
Yeah. So this woman called me up. She was, when I went to her house, she kind of lived in a little bit of a hood. Not that bad, but it was kind of hood. And she was clearly a drug addict. And when I went there, she had some random ass shit. And I'm like, where the fuck did this girl get this stuff from?
Yeah.
And she told me she had some vintage clothing, whatever it was. And she did. She actually did have some shirts and I bought them. But then I saw the other stuff. So I was like, oh, you selling those box sets? And she had that Nana Mouskouri box set. And it was brand new, sealed. And then I was like, she's like, oh, let's do 5 or whatever it was on the box set.
Wow.
So
nice.
I was like, or maybe 10 or something, not much. I was figuring, you know what, it's got to be worth 30. What is DVD box sets, CD box sets? It's sealed, whatever it was. Bro. And I didn't want to look it up in front of her, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Because I was in the room. It was just me and her in the room. Bro, it was worth fucking $500, man.
Wow.
I was like, oh,
that's crazy.
When I got home, I looked it up. I was like, oh, shit. I thought it was going to be, I thought it was going to be going for like I said, 35, 40. It was brand new, whatever it was. I was like, it was 500. I was like, oh, shit. So the first thing I do is I call her back, you have any more of the box sets?
Yeah.
And then for the longest time, she was calling me literally 3 or 4 times a day. You could tell she had spiky teeth. I think that's from meth or some other kind of drug or some shit like that.
Uh-huh.
Literally she looked like she could pop a freaking balloon or something. It was literal spikes, teeth. Looked like nails coming out of her mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shonen Knife toured with Nirvana. Wow.
Nirvana.
Crazy.
Yeah. I was actually, it's funny she mentioned that, Natalie, because when I wasn't a fan of them. I mean, they just because there was so many bands in the '90s that I listened to. Like I'd heard of them, but I just was not into them, and they weren't really on. I was watching a lot of MTV, and they weren't really on MTV. I mean, once in a while they'd be on some stuff, but not much. And I was more into the British bands, but what was I saying? Once when I Googled that, I mean, when I put it on the YouTube, I'm like, oh, let me hear some of their songs because Natalie had the T-shirt on. So I was like, oh, we looked it up again because I try to remember some of their songs or whatever. And it was an interview that came up that they were being interviewed with Nirvana, with Kurt Cobain, that they were on a tour together, in whatever year, had to be early '90s. So I was like, oh shit. If you find those Nirvana T-shirts, buku money.
Yeah.
I told you I have that Honey Hole thrift store near me. That I told you that lady that she's from El Salvador. She's 4 feet tall, 4 foot round.
Yeah.
And that's where I found that Harper jersey. That game worn Knicks
Oh,
jersey.
right. She's the one that didn't look like she didn't like you or something.
Yeah, because the boyfriend was there. And the boyfriend gave me some weird looks. But I bought that jersey. I only spent like a few bucks on that jersey. And then I bought that Nirvana T-shirt. So I'm always like, I go by like, yeah, hi, miss. Yeah, more Mas T-shirt, Mas T-shirt. Oh no! And I told you, we made the joke. She sounds like Consuela. You remember Consuela?
Yeah.
She's like, I'm like, oh, do you have any more of those shirts, whatever? She's like, no more, no. Me no have a T-shirt no more. I gotta take a picture of this. When I get into this, I gotta show. Because you walk in and there's literally like kids' toys on the floor. You're like tripping on.
Yeah.
There's like a big table in the middle, and it's literally about 7 feet high, mounted with clothing on top of the table. And in the racks, there's like you have to climb like a step ladder to get to the second row of racks because they're so high up to go through the other shirts.
Yeah.
And jackets. It's crazy. All right, bro. It's 3 a.m. Time for me to peace out of here, bro.
All right, man. Good talk.
I'll talk to you later, man. Peace.
All right, man. Take it easy. Oh, man. Ah, what a night. All right, guys. I'm probably going to head out too. I will probably be going live again. The next time would probably be on Tuesday. So stay tuned for that. It was going to be 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So, all right, guys. Have a good one. I will see you guys later.